Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is 3 quick and easy recipes that you can make if you're camping or hiking or backpacking, even if you're cycling. They're all really well balanced in carbohydrates and protein, so they'll give you lots of fuel. They're easy to transport and they don't use any ingredients that require refrigeration, which is very convenient as well. So let's get started on the first recipe. So the first recipe we have here is basically a really tasty tuna pasta. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to boil some pasta in some water on the stove there. Then we've got a tin of tuna chunks. I've also got this other tin of tuna. It's flavoured with chili and garlic just to give it a bit of a kick, but that's not really necessary. And then I've got this jar of red pesto to kind of give a sauce with a little bit of cheese on top as well. One thing to really be aware of if you're camping is to go for tins that have ring pulls on them. That way you don't need to worry about bringing a tin opener with you. So you're just going to let this boil for around 10 minutes. It's good to put a lid on it if you're cooking outside because it will use way less gas whilst you're cooking outside. So once the pasta is cooked, you can drain off the water and then add as much pesto as you want to. For the two of us, we used about half a jar, so quite a generous amount. Then you're going to add in your tuna. This turned out to be way too much tuna for the two of us. I would only recommend using one tin. As you can see, it's quite a lot. Then you're just going to stir everything together till it's well combined. Be careful of having the heat on too high while you're doing this bit so that you don't burn the pasta to the bottom of the pan, which has happened to us before. If you use a stove like the one that we have, you have a flame that's really concentrated on the bottom of the pan and it gets intensely hot under there and burns very easily. Then it is ready to serve. On the top I'm just adding a little bit of cheese which will melt onto the pasta. You don't have to add this if you don't want to, but to me, how can you have pasta and pesto without a bit of cheese on top? This turned out to be a really tasty, filling dinner which warmed us up all evening and was perfect washed down with a nice glass of white wine. And good morning! Here we have a delicious porridge recipe. We're just going to cook some oats in some water over a low heat. In this box here, I've brought some dried goods with me, so unfortunately they all spill into one another, but I've got some sultanas in here. In here I've got some mulberries, and underneath there's some flax seeds, chia seeds and hemp seeds, and in this big compartment I've got some raspberry whey protein powder. Once it's cooked to the consistency that you like, serve it up into 2 bowls. Now it's time to add your toppings, so I'm adding a few sultanas, some mulberries, and then some of my hemp, chia and flaxseed mix. Finally, I'm adding in the protein powder, and I'm adding this one in last because if you add it while it's too hot, everything will curdle. Then at the end, I've just added a nice spoonful of Nutella. And for dinner, we're making a chickpea curry. This is a ready-made sauce here which we're going to heat up, and then we're going to add some extra tuna as well. Here we're just cooking the rice. And whilst that's cooking, I'm just snacking on these amazing bruschettas. They're vegan friendly and they're absolutely delicious. So the rice is cooked and we've put it to one side. Now we are heating up the chickpeas in a pan and adding in the tuna. It's not the prettiest meal in the world, but it's pretty tasty. We're just going to mix everything together until it's nice and hot. Serve the rice. Add the sauce. And to finish off, tonight we're adding some nutritional yeast. If you don't know what nutritional yeast is, you should definitely look it up. It is amazing. This was a pretty good meal to have after a 10.5-mile hike. Thanks everyone for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed it and got some inspiring recipe ideas for if you're camping or hiking or cycling. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching, guys. Bye.